All right, we're live again. Hello. Nobody's here. We had 70 people on a minute ago. What a mess. STOOGE-TALK Live tried to return, and it's like YouTube is run by the Stooges. What a mess. Guys, I had such a great little surprise for you I wanted to share with you. And it didn't work if you didn't notice. If you saw us trying to get these yes, Kevin, we're back. We're back. Emily, part 3. That's right. Oh man, guys, hello. Welcome to STOOGE-TALK. We are, here's the thing. We're not good. We're not good. I'm on, but I had a big surprise for you, and I really wanted to share this with you guys. I'm gonna kind of do my best to make this work. Hi, everybody. But man, this is not what we're trying to do. We were trying to go live with someone else, and we had a little surprise for you guys, a Three Stooges surprise. And yes, the Gremlins killed it. And I was here kind of showing you some of the Stooge stuff I found while I'm in upstate New York. Happy New Year, everybody. Thank you, Anna. Steve. Oh, Steve. Oh, it's a mess. It's a mess. YouTube is being run by morons, Stooges. We do get into this mess every time, and this time it's definitely not our fault. They have this new feature where you could go live with somebody. So you can imagine who I had on the other end, and we were supposed to do a split screen and go live and talk to you guys. But we had even a bigger surprise that we really wanted to share with you, and I'm going to kind of do my best. I'm going to kind of do my best to make up for it a little bit, but I'm not going to be able to make up for what I really wanted to do. So we'll get to that in a minute. You know what? Heck, let's get to that right now. Let's just go right into it. You guys got to tell me if this is going to work or not, or if this is working for you guys. I really wanted this to work. I was really excited about this, and you guys were going to get a real kick out of this. I'm going to try to make it up to you, I promise, when I'm back in LA. But it's not my fault. Stupid YouTube. They have this new feature, go live with people, and it's not working. Oh, okay.
Who's that?
Look, wait, is this Curly G? I was looking for Curly G.
Curly G ain't here. Curly G's under a rock. This is Hippie G.
Hippie G?
Hippie G. Curly G's been hiding under a rock ever since Andy's been gone.
I'm back, baby. Kind of.
You're back?
Can you guys hear him? Can you guys hear him? Look, so Curly G, none of our bits are working here. Hold on. I don't even know how to do this so they can hear us. This is the most jerry-rigged Three Stooges setup we've ever done. So for those of you who...
You got technical difficulties and you got problems paying your bills,
apparently. For those of you who don't know, this is Curly G, the youngest grandson of Curly Howard of the Three Stooges. Woo, 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 woo. But
you guys want Curly G? I'll give you the real Curly G. Curly G, come over here.
Look what we got. Now this was supposed to be a split screen. Can you guys hear them? People want to know your home address. You can check one of our videos. I accidentally exposed it on one of the packages.
Here, Andy.
Let's show. Look who it is.
Whose finger's on that screen? Sit down. Where's Andy? Curly G.
Look at this. Whoa, hold on.
Andy.
Darren.
Are you in New York?
I am, buddy.
Is it snowing?
No, it's raining today.
Oh, thank goodness. We have sunshine today.
Okay, wait, Darren, you're live. You're live out to a big audience here.
Please don't say that. I'm just sitting in front of a phone.
No, look it, you're live.
And I'm not in front of an audience.
No, you're in front of an audience. Everybody, this is Curly G2, Darren Server, and he is...
Curly G1.
Oh, is he the Curly G1?
I'm the original. Okay, let's get that going.
So this is Darren. So he's the first grandson of Curly Howard of the Three Stooges, correct?
Yes, that's true. I was the first one to come out of Curly's daughter.
Sorry,
That's
guys.
one way to put it, sir.
Okay.
If you start talking slow, it's because I'm editing.
Okay.
I've never been in front of a live phone.
And maybe Hippie G can be part of the hello.
Oh, we got, yeah. Can he do it? Let's.
Yeah, why don't you start?
Should we test his chops here?
Let's test his chops. Why are you a hippie? Because Curly G's under a rock, and I'm his friend, Hippie G. Go ahead.
Hello. Hello.
And welcome to STOOGE-TALK. This is Curly G with my brother, Darren G. And we're here, live in California, with Andy P.
Hi, Andy.
Hiya, fam.
Hi, you guys. So this is not how it was supposed to go. We were supposed to be able to do a what?
Is that your house?
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Why, thank you.
New York.
Yeah, you coming to visit?
I'd love to come and visit. Brooklyn, all the way.
Okay, so people are asking who's Darren. Darren is Brad's brother. He's the first grandson of Curly Howard of the Three Stooges. And in fact, Darren, you actually met Great Uncle Moe.
I absolutely did.
So you want to tell us that story?
Well, yes. The first time I ever met Uncle Moe was my grandmother's sister. She took me to see Uncle Moe and Larry at the Calabasas Home for Actors. That's where he was.
Wait, was Moe living there at the time or just Larry?
Yes, they both lived there together. I saw them both at the same time.
How old were you?
I was, I think I was 13. It was in 1977. I was 16.
1970. No, it couldn't have been. They passed away in 75, both of them.
Yeah, I thought it was 78. Well, that's why they call me number one. My brain is gone. I saw them.
Yeah, I know, because
I don't know the dates.
I did get to see them, Darren. But I don't hold that against you. I hold it against Mom. And I love her. But talk more about it.
Auntie was amazing. I mean, she was on Broadway during the Busby Berkeley days.
Wait, your aunt was?
Yes. We find this all out all later. Yes, she was. She was on Broadway stage. She was hoofing her feet up in the 30s and early 40s.
So explain how you found out that Curly was your grandfather, because you were the first to find out.
Yeah, I was. I was with my grandmother, and she took me to see my very first Broadway show, which was Fiddler on the Roof with Zero Mostel. But it was here in Los Angeles at the Schubert Theater that's now closed down. And we had like third row seats at the matinee, and I went ballistic. And then on the way home from the show, I was bouncing off the walls in the car, and she said, "Calm down. All right. I said, "This is what I have to do. This is what I want to do." She said, "Yeah, that's all great. Your grandfather was an actor." I went, "Grandpa Maurice? He's a jeweler." "Well, I was married before." "You were married before?" "Yes, I was married before to an actor. It was Jerome Howard of Three Stooges." I didn't believe a word she said. But when I got finally home to confer it with my mother, she said, "Yes, we didn't want to tell you because, grandmother remarried and we didn't want to hurt her husband's feelings." That was Grandpa Maurice the jeweler. So that's how it happened.
It's a crazy story.
I'm still in the business. I'm still working all year long down in Florida at the Florida Studio Theater and also in Pennsylvania at the Totem Pole Playhouse. I'm still in show business today.
So what do you do? Explain what you do.
Well, I'm a musical director. So I musical direct musicals. I conduct the orchestra. I play the piano in the orchestra. I orchestrate. And I've also been an actor my whole life, a union actor since I graduated college. And
all right, so
So I do both, and I still do it. I'm much more relaxed than Curly G. Younger Curly G.
I'm very relaxed.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh wait, so give us the curly.
Relaxed.
Hey, Darren, can you give us a Curly G voice?
Curly G.
Yeah, give us his voice. Imitate your brother.
No. He always goes real high like this.
You sound just like him.
Hey.
We came at it.
All right, wait.
Why,
I have a low.
So Darren, somebody, Hudson Train guy, I think it's our first 2023 slap. So you got to give your brother a slap, Three Stooges style.
Wait. Ow. What did you say? Ooh, I'm not exactly sure I understood that. What did you say?
No, you did all right. You did good.
You should hit me.
Your brother.
You made me give me another card.
Oh,
Okay.
I
hey there, I see you. I see Andy.
Yeah, you see me?
He's showing us. He's showing the camera into the camera.
I can't believe this is how we have to do this.
I know.
Yeah, we wanted to get Darren live for so long.
Yeah.
I know. I was articulate.
I hope we live up to the expectations.
Oh, there's your dolls.
Yep, those are my statues. I was.
It's too bad Dermot isn't here.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where
Maybe
Dermot.
he is.
Oh, hi.
Everybody Chris is with us.
We love
Why
Oh.
Dermot.
Dormant.
Uncle Moe, everybody. What do you guys think?
All right, so tell us about meeting Uncle Moe.
Well, they both were in wheelchairs. Are you sure you want to go there?
Wait, I mean, I'm sure these people want to hear meeting.
They're Stooge fans. They want to hear about the Stooges.
Well, of course, I was very nervous because everything was hidden up until,
Wait, so how did it come about? Like, how did
That
it?
was the first time I saw somebody live in the flesh.
So how did it come about?
That was the first time I did see Howard live in the flesh. I didn't meet Joan, Moe's daughter, and Paul until after that. And I became very close with Dan. So as years went by, I always went to go visit Auntie Joan. She lived on Cavendish in Beverly Hills adjacent. Beautiful home with a beautiful museum inside of her house. So I walked through that and just be mesmerized. Paul, I'm still in touch with, and he comes to see every show I do at Totem Pole Playhouse in Fayetteville, Pennsylvania, which is near Gettysburg.
Wait, where does Paul live?
He lives in New York.
I think not far from me.
And he has a little cabin in upper state.
Can you connect us with him because we want to interview him?
Oh yeah, I'm sure he'd love that. We get together. I just saw him. He and his beautiful wife Joanne. They both come out. They see the shows, and we always go out to dinner to Hickory Bridge Farms. And also my cousin on Shemp's side, he joins us, and he donates to the theater. He sponsors the shows at Totem Pole Playhouse, and you can check it out if you want to see totempoleplayhouse.org.
Who's your cousin on Shemp's?
To prepare for the next season.
Who's your cousins on Shemp's
That's
side?
Art. That's Art.
Remember we did the video?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That side of the family, if you try to analyze it. And his mother, Esther Ruth, she just showed me a picture she had of a letter that Curly wrote to her. He signed it. It's the dear little Esther Ruth. It's precious. This is all, those relatives are great-grandpa's brother side of the family. Do you know what I mean?
Right, okay.
The Horowitz?
Right. So like Jack and Irving?
Yeah, but their father's brother.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Right. Curly's uncle. Curly and Moe and Shemp's uncle.
Yeah, our great-grandmother, Jeannie, and her husband. It's her husband's brother side of the family all the way down.
Oh, I see.
He's
Okay.
a wonderful guy and supports the arts.
So we're getting a lot of requests for people to play Shemp. And I see Jennifer's asking. We got a lot of people. Everybody's kind of harassing us to get a Shemp. And we keep trying to say we're not going to do it until we can do it right. And we're trying, but they don't let up. So what do you think, Darren? You want to be our Shemp?
Oh, me? Oh, well.
You're an actor.
It's very interesting. The people always come up to me at the theater and come to the end of the stage. I always put it in the program about Grandpa Curly. And they always go, you remind me so much of Shem. Shem's the one I really identify with. So that's an interesting thought. I might think about.
But we got to get you out here. The problem is, here's the thing. For those of you who don't know, he doesn't live out here. You're not out here much, so we can't really play with you. Yeah.
Eventually I'll be out here. I have my place out here, but I work so much on the East Coast because that's where theater. I mean, I'm saying theater's not alive on the West Coast, but there is a plethora of theater on the East Coast. I lived in Brooklyn for so many years, where our family is from, and I work all up and down the East Coast, and now I'm in Florida because it's booming down there as far as theater. So, but I have a place here in California, so I'm working my way back to you.
You got to.
To the fans. To the fans. Fans, God love them.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of comments here about you should be Shemp.
That's awesome. I've never tried to impersonate Shemp.
You never have?
And try to impersonate Shemp.
All right, give us an beep, 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 beep. All right, we'll work on it.
I can't do it. I take practice. And what I tried to say was, I would never perform anything unless I could practice it myself. He's good. Well, don't get me riled up. I'm on vacation.
We got people literally saying Darren looks like Shemp and Brad looks like Curly. Jennifer saying that.
They've always said I look like Shemp.
Kevin.
I've always honored Shemp. He was an amazing man.
Wait, so do you know Sandy and Jill and?
Yes, you.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna do a family reunion.
Yeah, how come you guys don't do a Stooge family reunion?
Live.
I think what we should do, and let's see if the fans like this idea. I think we should do a reality show called Family of Stooges and just follow all the different family members in their everyday lives and how they separate and how they interact with each other.
Oh, do you think we could compete with Teen Moms?
Are you kidding me?
You know what I mean?
You're the Stooge families, of course.
Right there.
So, Darren, how did it come about? How were you like, okay, I want to go see Uncle Moe and Uncle Larry?
My great aunt, she's so amazing. She was like, I know you, Grandma told me you want to be an actor and all this stuff. Well, that's wonderful. I was Danny Thomas's personal secretary for many, many years. I said, what? Oh, yes. Your grandmother never told you? No, I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, she tried to fix me up with Frank Lesser, who lived down the street. Frank Lesser, in my business, Frank Lesser, well, he wrote Guys and Dolls and Baby, It's Cold Outside. He wrote all this. What? You were going to date? So we find out all these things. And so I was always intrigued with Auntie Babette was her name.
Is she still around?
Amazing. Great. Just outrageous. So she always was like, you need to meet your relatives. You need to go out there. You drive out there on the 101. Woo! Get off in Calabasas. I'm telling you. That day, we did something else after we visited them. There used to be some sort of petting zoo or something there between Woodland Hills and Calabasas, which is very fun.
But what was it like? You keep going. You keep skirting around the meeting.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's the cameras there.
Okay, so I was, can I be honest?
Yeah.
I was afraid.
Okay.
Because I'd seen them since I was a child. First of all, idolizing them on the TV when our parents were at work and we were being babysat, not knowing that that was our relatives. I had no idea. Then eventually I find out, oh, those are your relatives and your grandfather. Oh, so as this time was coming about, I was afraid because I saw them young and vibrant on the screen, and now I'm going to go meet them. And she said they were going to be in wheelchairs, and they were. But it was a very positive experience. It was very positive. They were, they were very polite. It's so good to meet you. It's so. I'm so glad that you came to visit me. Do you know what I mean? That's how it was. Just gracious. Yeah.
No picture of the moment?
We didn't take any pictures. And back then, I was like, I didn't have a Kodak camera with film in it. Yeah. I didn't even have a disposable Kodak. No, it was all in the moment, and it's something I won't forget. It's kind of foggy. I was young, but
yeah,
I hold on to it because that's the only moment I had with Moe live in person. But his son Paul is an amazing man, and he emulates Moe. So I really feel Moe's presence when I'm with him.
All right, cool. I didn't know How come Brad doesn't know Paul? Brad, what are you doing?
I know Paul. When I go to the Stooge conventions in Pennsylvania, I always was with Paul.
You were?
But I just, I'm a free spirit. I'm on the West Coast and on the East Coast doing things.
You know what I found out? I think for I think for 25 years he lived about a half a mile from here, and now he lives much farther. And I never knew that.
I didn't know that either.
I would have tracked him down.
Absolutely.
I'm a bad nephew.
Don't worry about it. He's coming this summer to see Honky Tonk Angels.
Where's that? How come we're not going?
At Totem Pole.
Where's that?
It's in Pennsylvania, not too far from Gettysburg.
Brad, are we going?
I've been there since 2004.
I've gone once to see him. I went to every show. I went for like 3 days.
And then we'll go to the Stoogium.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Have you been there, Darren, to the Stooge Museum?
Oh, yeah, we've all been there. Oh, absolutely.
Remember,
my mom's been there.
For like 5 years straight, we used to go to the Three Stooge convention. Darren and I would go. So we met. That's when we got in touch with all the family. And then we go to the Stoogium after the event on Saturdays. And yeah, that's how we got close with Gary Lassen, the creator and the owner. And that's where we see art and see that part of the family.
Yeah.
So.
My first Comic-Con was in 1985. I still have the flyer. My mom and I were on the bill.
No way, really?
Yes.
Well, Stooges were huge in 1985.
Until she went out to Pennsylvania. But yeah.
Stooges were really big in 1985.
Oh my gosh.
I think a lot of this stuff, I think like this mug is from, this mug is from.
The charcoal artist lawsuit was right about that time too. Well,
you don't want to bring
remember the picture that I gave
Oh yeah, that he got sued, right?
That was right around that time.
People who live in LA know about that artist because when you drive, you work in Hollywood all day and then you got to go home to your house in the valley. You always take Laurel Canyon over, but right at the apex, right before you get to Mulholland Drive, was the artist. He put all his paintings out on the street, and there was Curly and the Three Stooges, that one right there. And it was all done in charcoals, and the likenesses is so much like a photograph.
Yeah.
It's a breach.
Yep.
It's a breach.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. This was not ideal. This was not the ideal way to interview you.
No, but for me to see I haven't been live with the fans in almost, it seems like months, and to see the comments there and feedback is it's amazing. I miss all of you. I know this is a little different register than you're used to. You're used to the higher one, but this is the real Curly G, the real Brad server. I love all you guys. And Andy's going to be coming home soon, and we're going to be back to our lives. on a regular basis, bringing love, laughter, and the Three Stooges live.
Hey, you got to read it. This guy, Chris, says, Darren is like if Shemp and Sean Hayes from Will and Grace had a baby. Which is funny. Wow. And it's funny because Will Hayes played Larry, right? Yeah. So maybe.
Wonderful guy.
Yeah. You know him?
I met him at the
Oh, okay.
screening. Yeah.
We're getting a lot of love to you guys. A lot of love to this. So say goodbye, and I'll finish up for you, Brad.
Bye, guys. Ciao, ciao. Love you.
Oh, and there's.
Oh, no.
All right, goodbye. Hang up. Well, guys, sorry. I mean, that was we had this whole big plan because YouTube was supposed to be able to go live with somebody, and Brad and I had it all set up. His brother happened to come over, and at the last minute, we're like, let's get him talking live. We've never interviewed him or talked to him before, and I don't know how difficult that was to hear or see, and I'm really sorry, but YouTube just was not letting us do it. It kept kicking us off. For those of you who were there from the beginning, I know, no, we're not the numbskulls. YouTube is the numbskulls. It's literally run by morons. So I'm going to try to get back to LA real soon. And we got Dermot a couple more weeks more than we expected. So we're going to be shooting some more Three Stooges bits for you guys before he heads out for a couple months. We're going to lose him. But check out the Instagrams. They're blowing up. And again, like, people are loving the Stooges. They want more. They just want, they love the characters. They love the jokes. They love the laughing, the hitting, the smacking. Of course, one thing we do have, I always called the fourth Stooge, is the sound effects. And so when we play Three Stooges, we at least got the sound effects. So anyway, so that was Darren, the firstborn grandson of Curly Howard of Three Stooges. Eventually, we're going to get Brad's mom. We talked to Brad's mom about doing an interview for you guys, and maybe we could get, because Darren knows Paul. I did not know he knows him that well. Maybe we can get Paul to come join us. I'm sure you guys would love to hear from Moe Howard's son, Paul. That would be absolutely amazing. So before we go, I just kind of I started sharing with you some stuff before we got kicked off. So if you guys want to stick around a couple more minutes, I'll show you some stuff I found while I was here. Well, this I got as a Christmas present from my sister. Look at this. I mean, I kind of always wanted this cookie jar since I've seen it. She got it for $25. It's like perfect condition. And I want to get it back to LA, but I don't know if I'm going to make it back to LA. So we got this lovely cookie jar. Who's got this? Let's see what year this came out. It's just fun to have the boys hanging around the house. It's from 1997. So that's kicking around for a while. I showed you guys the record in the attempt to do the two-way live earlier. I read the back of this. It's kind of really wacky for a kid's album. It's the weirdest description. I don't know what they were thinking when they wrote it, but that was kind of fun. I don't know if you guys remember these statues or have seen them. I got these. So my grandfather introduced me to the Three Stooges, and he passed away in 1987. And the year he passed away, my grandmother was absolutely devastated. And she just spent a lot of money. And she bought me a big Three Stooges blanket, which is in California, but she bought me these three statues. And I remember Curly was really hard to come by. And Moe looks different than he does in the box. I don't know if you guys have gotten this. Like, check the Moe out in a box. I like it a lot less. He's like happy. His mouth's open. It's weird. And then this one was, I think, the best looking of the statues. It's great. It's great. You know, they're doing their pose where they're standing in the bathtub and they got the hose with the thing at the end. For some reason, they didn't add the hose, so they just got these random poses, which is an odd decision. This is A18, and it goes back. This one goes back to 1985, back when it was Norman Maurer Productions. Separately, I don't love the statues. Together, man, it makes the Three Stooges, and it's just like you love having them around. This is Larry. I broke Larry, and I broke him right after I got him. There's a little chip in his arm, which saddened by. And this is from 1988, so he's 3 years later than this one, and he is unnumbered. Nobody numbered this one, and I find that very strange. Out of their 6,500 that were made, he is not numbered. And then Curly, and this was weird about Curly. I'm going to show you the box. This also came out in 1988, and this is number 11, C11. So maybe they did slightly different versions. I'm not really sure. I got to look more into that. But what's interesting, when I got this, and he was really hard to come by. I remember she had a real hard time getting them. And on the box that Curly came in, there's an actual sticker. There's an actual sticker that's placed on the box where the picture of his name would be. And I'm dying to, I should try to peel it off and see, what did they have under here? What? Did they misspell it? Did they have the wrong name? It's very strange. Anyway, I've kept these guys. They were on my shelf as a kid. This is the second coffee mug I've ever had. This was the first, and I got this, and I had one, my grandfather had one, and we would sit, and at 10 years old, I would drink coffee with them, laughing about the Three Stooges. And this came a year later. I remember getting this at Spencer's Gifts. This is 1986. I shared the records. I shared the picture disc with you guys, which I absolutely love. I'll just share it to you again. Like, I know those of you guys out there might not like Curly Joe, but he helped keep the Stooges going, man. And there's still some great laughs in some of these stuff. Look at that picture. You just can't not chuckle. And then this was a weird decision, I think, to put this weird bike picture at the back, black and white. It doesn't even look like them to me. Right? Even as a kid, I was like, well, that's an odd choice. But that was one of my prized possessions from a kid. Of course, for all you Shemp fans, this is I just love the cover. You don't see Shemp on the covers of much. So obviously, this is the copyright public domain shorts that Shemp was in, Sing Song Sixpence and Malice in the Palace. But just like the artwork, just having Shemp on the cover of something's great. And then this cracks me up. Here's a VHS. Three Stooges. And then it's Toys Will Be Toys and How the West Was Once. And you're thinking to yourself, I don't remember those shorts. It's because they're cartoons and completely misleading packaging, which I love. And then this. Did you guys play this? The Three Stooges Nintendo game. This wasn't the one I had as a kid. I might saw that kicking around, but somebody gave this to me. Unfortunately, the sticker's messed up. But it's got the box and it's got the instruction manual. Now, I have a friend, and I was going to see if you guys were interested in this, and if I could pull it off, I don't know if I can, who's got a Nintendo with every game on it digitally. So I think I could go play this. And I was thinking about playing it live. I haven't played it since I was a kid. And seeing if you guys want to watch how the game plays. Andy, do you have, so somebody's asking me a question. Do you have stuff from the 40s to the 60s? I do. I do, Beto. All that stuff that I have from that era is in California, and we go through that stuff. I have one thing here I'll show you. It's not 100% Stooge, but it's Stooge related, and I'll explain it to you. And for those of you who are fans of Laurel and Hardy, you're going to get a kick out of this. But the NES Stooge game was terrible. Yeah, it was, but I played it anyway because it was the Stooges. You know, this I found. I'm not even sure where I got it. I might have got it into Stooge Convention. Three Stooges comic book. Like you kind of, the fact that they were still making these a couple years ago, and they're still making them now, new ones. I don't know if it's the same company. I should know that. But they reprinted one of the Shemp comic books inside, or a portion of it anyway. And that was the cover of the original comic book, which they're pretty expensive and hard to come by. But again, just anytime you get a chance to see Shemp and merchandise, you just can't help but love it. Even for you diehard Curly fans. And this is one of my oldest things I own. and it's my Three Stooges keychain. And I love this thing. It brings back such great memories, and I kept it this all these years, and I'll never get rid of that. Three Stooges ties, all kinds of stuff. And then I showed these earlier, the 80s skinny ties. Oh yeah, and the hat. So I got this in 1987 at the Three Stooges convention, and I had my dad drive me and my buddy John Miller to Philadelphia and go to the Three Stooges convention, and I bought this hat, and I've kept it ever since. I had a T-shirt too, and I had a Just Say Moe T-shirt from the same time period, but I didn't get it at Stooges convention. But we got some questions here. Did you see the Dick Cavett Groucho Marx documentary? I have not, and I'm a huge Marx Brothers fan, and I need to watch that. I have one more thing I wanted to show you guys, and I keep saying I'm going to scan this stuff and post it, and I know I'm way behind. I'm gonna put this hat back on. I know I'm way behind for you guys, but this is kind of fun, and it's more for you Laurel and Hardy fans. But oh, and I should have looked this up. I meant to look up the name before I gotta look something up here. So this is an original outline for the Laurel and Hardy feature, Our Relations. And it's, let's see, it's super delicate. Super, super delicate. It's a great fun read. It's 4 pages long. And for those of you who don't know the film Our Relations, it's a great Laurel and Hardy comedy. And it was remade by the Three Stooges for a merry mix-up with Joe Besser, and it's one of the last. It's one of the last of the Three Stooges shorts when they were, running out. They had just, I guess, Joe Besser did about 16 shorts with the Three Stooges before they canceled it. This is A Merry Mix-Up is from 1957, and it's number 177 in the series out of the 190, right? And the production notes. So it was Felix Adler wrote the screenplay for A Merry Mix-Up with the Three Stooges, and he also wrote this. He also wrote Our Relations for Laurel and Hardy. So he basically stole his idea. He turned it into a short with the Three Stooges. And in the Three Stooges one, it's triplets. Whereas in Laurel and Hardy, it is just twins. And honestly, if I were you guys, give it a chance. It's hard. Like, Moe and Larry are older. They shot these a lot quicker. And Joe Besser is not Curly or Shemp. But if you give it a chance, there's still some really wacky, really funny Three Stooges bits in there. And of course, Larry, as the team they moved on. Larry gets more and more to do, and he's just absolutely hysterical. And as a kid, I always thought that the Bessers suffered from not having Joe and Shemp, or Curly and Shemp. And of course they do, but there also was a different time. They did different filmmaking. Moe and Larry were different and older, and it just wasn't the same. Joe Besser, who I think is absolutely hysterical in the Abbott and Costello show, didn't try to imitate any of the other Stooges. And I got to give all of them another rewatch because it's been a while. But give a Merry Mix-Up a chance, because it's you might get some laughs, especially if you just love the Stooges and kind of want to, see something you're probably not used to seeing so often. So anyway, and I got these for Christmas. These Christmas ornaments. Probably not super rare or super expensive, but I love them. It's just get to put them on my shelf all year round. Have the Three Stooges kind of out and about, because you gotta love the boys. Anyway, so I hope our attempt to get together and do a on the road, Stooge Talk Live a day late, and interview with the two grandchildren of Curly Howard was okay. We really wanted this to work, and we really wanted to have you guys talk to Darren and have him talk more. So maybe we'll get more in the future. Maybe we can get Paul Howard, Mo's son. We're going to get Curly's daughter. We got a lot in store for you guys this year. And, okay, last thing. You guys let me know. What do you think? I told Brad today earlier, I said, I've been thinking because I've really missed doing the lives. And as I was pulling all this stuff from the Three Stooges, I was like, what if we did a daily? We got 30 days of Stooges and we pick a new topic. I mean, there's so many things to talk about. We pick a new topic and we go every day, maybe February, maybe March, maybe as soon as I get back to LA in January, we just see if we could do a daily Stooge, whatever. We could do skits and read scripts and look at books and watch shorts together. So what do you guys think? Should we do daily Stooges? If you think so, go to Curly's grandson's Instagram and Chris Dermick's Instagram and spam them. Tell them we want daily Stooges. Andy's in. Andy's in. And we'll get that out and have some fun. So more stuff coming, more shorts. Check out some of the past stuff. Keep us going. Thank you so much. The boys, thank you. I'm sure they must love that their legacy is still going on, because we know if Moe Howard was around, Brad would probably be in the Stooges for sure. So love you guys. Keep watching. Keep the laughter alive. And we'll see you as soon as we can. Woo, 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 woo.